The era of significant archaeological discoveries is far from over. The world remains abundant with buried and concealed riches, and there are still experts and specialists actively searching for them. However, stumbling upon such treasures doesn't necessarily require expertise or specialization. It often comes down to sheer luck. Numerous individuals have recently been fortunate enough to uncover hidden treasures, and we have compiled this video to showcase the remarkable findings for you to explore. Number 10. Largest Tanzanite. It is highly uncommon for someone to go to bed poor and wake up a millionaire the next day, but occasionally, such extraordinary stories do occur. One such instance happened to THUNDERBIRD Laser, a miner from Tanzania, in June 2020. While working, he stumbled upon a pair of rough Tanzanite stones and managed to sell them for an astounding total of $3.4 million. Tanzanite derives its name from the fact that it can only be found in the northern regions of Tanzania, making it an incredibly rare gemstone. Geologists predict that by 2040, there will be no remaining untapped deposits of Tanzanite in the ground. Mr. Laser personally mined the stones and sold them to the country's mining executive, achieving a record-breaking price. To grasp the significance of his discovery, it's worth noting that the previous record of the heaviest single Tanzanite find was 7 pounds. In comparison, THUNDERBIRD's stones weighed an impressive 12 pounds and 20 pounds respectively. Number 9. The Saddle Ridge Hoard. Taking the dog for a walk, even within the confines of your own backyard, can turn out to be the highlight of the day. It offers a chance to breathe in fresh air, and if you happen to be incredibly fortunate, stumble upon a collection of vintage American gold coins worth $10 million. This stroke of luck befell an anonymous couple residing in Sierra Nevada, California back in 2013. The collection they discovered consisting of $20, $10, and $5 coins minted between 1847 and 1894 held a face value exceeding $25,000. It stands as the most valuable find of gold coins ever recovered in the United States. The couple stumbled upon the coins in 8 corroded cans after examining one that caught their attention, protruding from the ground near a tree. To this day, no one has been able to determine who buried the treasure in the first place. Seeking identification and a means to sell the coins, the couple reached out to Kaggins Incorporated, a numismatic firm. Kaggins arranged a deal to sell approximately 90% of the coins through Amazon, while the couple decided to keep the remainder as cherished mementos. Number 8. Renaissance Painting. Several decades ago, a deeply religious woman living near Paris, France, purchased a religious painting which she proudly displayed on the kitchen wall of her home. Over the years, the painting collected a thick layer of grease from its proximity to the stove, causing it to darken and lose its original beauty. In 2019, as the elderly woman contemplated discarding the painting, her grandson convinced her to have it appraised before taking any action. To their astonishment, they discovered that this unassuming kitchen decoration was none other than a missing artwork by the renowned Italian master Cimabue, also known as Cenni di Beppo, which has been presumed lost or destroyed for centuries. The painting, titled The Mocking of Christ, has been completed by Cimabue in the year 1280. Cimabue's works are extremely rare, with only 10 known pieces in existence worldwide. Despite the grease and the damage accumulated during its years on the kitchen wall, experts deemed the artwork to be of immeasurable value. Not surprisingly, the family chose to capitalize on their unexpected treasure. When they eventually sold the painting, they received a staggering sum of nearly $40 million as its worth. Number 7. Quartz Cluster. The presence of quartz is the primary objective of Coleman's quartz mine near Jesseville, Arkansas in the United States. However, in 2018, a truly remarkable discovery occurred at the mine. A massive cluster of quartz was unearthed, measuring an impressive 8 feet in length and weighing a staggering 2,000 pounds. This extraordinary find is considered the most valuable discovery made at the mine since its establishment in the 1940s. The cluster, if sold as a whole piece, would be valued at around $3.5 million. Although the mining company has successfully extracted and cleaned the colossal cluster, they have yet to find a suitable buyer who's willing to acquire it as a single entity. They are determined to sell it as one intact cluster rather than breaking it apart. Consequently, the exceptional quartz specimen remains securely stored under lock and key at the mine until a prospective buyer comes forward with the necessary funds and willingness to acquire it. Number 6. A hidden Norman Rockwell. Back in 2006, a man named Dave Truchta stumbled upon a remarkable discovery in his late father's residence of Sandgate, Vermont. Hidden beneath a false wall, he uncovered a famous painting by Norman Rockwell. However, a peculiar twist emerged. The original version of the painting, titled Breaking Home Ties, was already on display at the Norman Rockwell Museum in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Unraveling the story further, it is believed that Dave's father, Don Trachta, a cartoonist, had purchased the original artwork for a mere $900 back in 1960. According to Dave's son's theory, their father had created a copy of the painting to keep the original hidden from his wife during a difficult divorce. Subsequently, Don had loaned the copy to the museum while retaining the genuine piece for himself. Ultimately, the authenticity of the painting was confirmed, and it set a new record for the highest price ever achieved for a Rockwell art at auction. The masterpiece was sold for a staggering $15.4 million, solidifying its value and securing its place in art history. Number 5. 1956 Ford Thunderbird. A family in Michigan unveiled a hidden treasure trove of classic cars that had been untouched for about 3 decades. The discovery left the family astonished as they found a collection of 28 Thunderbirds, with one of them estimated to be worth more than $27,000. In 2016, the cars were put up for auction by a group of auctioneers who met with the family at a separate location. The family then guided the auctioneers to the property where the vehicles were stored, revealing a remarkable assortment of vintage cars that included a rare 1932 Ford Model B and a 1987 Chevy Silverado truck. The entire collection was eventually sold for $300,000. Such hidden car collections are a rarity, and stumbling upon one can lead to unexpected surprises and significant financial gains for the owners. Number 4. Comic Book Collection. When Michael Rohr stumbled upon a box of his late great-uncle Billy Wright's comic book collection in Martinsville, Virginia's basement in 2012, he had no idea of its true worth. It wasn't until a coworker mentioned the possibility of having Action Comics #1, the debut of Superman, that Rohr realized its potential value. To his amazement, the collection did include that iconic comic and numerous other sought-after issues from the early 1940s. Among them were Detective Comics #27, marking Batman's first appearance, and Batman #1. These 2 issues alone fetched $523,000 and $275,000 respectively when sold at auction. In total, the collection garnered a staggering $3.6 million, revealing the incredible hidden treasure that Rohr had unknowingly stumbled upon. Number 3. The Hackney Hoards. In 2007, Terence Castle embarked on the construction of a new pond on his property in London's Hackney borough. Little did he know that this simple project would uncover an unexpected treasure. As the landscapers dug, they unearthed something quite extraordinary: a collection of American gold coins worth over $1 million. Terence promptly informed the Portable Antiquities Scheme and the British Museum, who delved into the origins of this remarkable find. It was revealed that the coins had belonged to the Sulzbacher family, German Jews who had settled in the area during World War II. Fearing the plundering of local banks by Nazi soldiers, the family had buried their gold. Tragically, all 5 family members who knew of this hiding place perished during the war, leaving their secret treasure undisturbed until its chance discovery many years later. Number 2. Rare Coins and Rings. Alex Archbold, an antique shop owner in Canada, had a stroke of luck when he purchased the contents of a home for a mere $10,000. Little did he know that hidden within the property were remarkable treasures waiting to be discovered. Initially drawn to the home by a 1964 Cadillac in the garage, Alex didn't inspect the rest of the house before making the purchase. It was intended to be an adventure for his YouTube channel, but he was in for a surprise. Upon entering the house, he was astounded to find an array of valuable items that exceeded his wildest imagination. Among the findings were vintage gold and diamond rings, high-end designer clothing from prestigious brands like Chanel and Burberry, silver dollars and currency from the 1920s, and even a 100-ounce silver bar. Documenting the extraordinary treasures, Alex estimated their value to be around $400,000, making it his best investment to date. Number 1. Backyard Burial Ground. Abdel Karim Al-Kafarna from Beit Hanon in the Gaza Strip had an unexpected surprise when heavy rains revealed an ancient burial ground in 2018. As part of the tombs emerged, archaeologists were called in to excavate the site. They uncovered 9 graves containing clay pots that could potentially date back to the time of the Roman Empire. While some historians speculate that the pottery could be approximately 2,000 years old, the exact age is yet to be determined. Consequently, the value of the grave's contents remains unknown. It is remarkable how nature's forces can unveil hidden treasures from the past, providing a glimpse into ancient civilizations and their customs. Now, which of these discoveries caught your attention the most? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.